Get your fitty, bitch.
For sure. So that just mean, you know what I'm saying? KB, we back, my boy. We back. We back with another banger. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all know what's going on, man. It's your favorite partner them podcast, the Get Your Fetty Entertainment Podcast. Clap it up. Let your mama them know. Let it know. Y'all know what's going on, man. It's your boy Nemo. I love y'all. I hope y'all love us. You know what I'm saying? Because love makes the world go round. But enough about that. I keep my right hand man with me. What's happening over there, my boy?
How did you start it out? What did you say?
What you mean what I said?
Like when you first started, you said.
I'm back with another banger.
He did say, yes, sir.
Oh, man.
It's been a while, bro. Me and Dewan been talking about this. Dewan been forgetting a lot of things. His own catchphrases. He
stop smoking that shit.
It's crazy, right? Forgetting my cha-chings in the intro.
It don't even be like that, bro. I just, you know what I'm saying?
What do you say? Don't forget to smile, right?
Facts.
And when you smile, that cha-ching is mandatory. That is because it happens every time I smile.
Bro, I be forgetting, bro. I edit so much shit, create so much shit. I be forgetting. And then it's like, you know, when you hit that, because I really put all of the little antics and shit after I finished the last, like, recording type shit, getting everything edited up and all that bullshit. And by the time I hear the last shit, I just be like, all right, fuck it, I'm done. And then as soon as I go to upload it and that bitch say uploaded, when you finally respond, when I say it's uploaded, I be like, damn, I forgot something. And I know he gonna say it. He catch it every time.
Catch everything.
You're a technical guy.
Facts. But
Very,
that's my boy.
very, very observant. The one and only Coziest Pimp.
You know it.
Kadeem.
Yes, Sirski.
That is my real name.
Before we get into it, man, before we let y'all know who here and what we got, what we gonna get into today, new shit's on the way. We got a Black History Month V-Day drop going for the folks. You know
That's what's up.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put it all together as one. I feel like the idea we meshed together with it pretty dope. Pretty straight, you know what I'm saying? We might do something with that one. You feel me?
Hopefully. Tried to do it last year. Didn't like the sample. Just put it on hold. You know? That's what you got to do sometimes. Sometimes you got to recognize that it's just not the time. I'll come back to it.
We're going to rock it out then, you know? We opening up with some bigger heat also. I ain't going to put that one out there yet. I'm going to just let y'all know that that's going to be something big. I'll let you know when we get our camera, but that's going to be something big. Once we get all the pieces together, he know what I'm talking about. But right now, he just... No, you know? Okay. But listen, man, before we waste any more time, we're going to go ahead and get into it, man. We got a guest on the show, one of the OG partners of mine, man. When I first got to Austin, this is who I told, one of the partners I told you, that first click that I kicked it with, the one that got me to smoke for the first time. That story I told you, I got fucked up, crossfaded. Them niggas, I was drunk, high as hell. The niggas put me in the shower. That nigga Reggie was on dude. He was like, nah, bro, he ain't going out like that. Put his ass in the shower because we had left. I think we left a party and threw an after party.
Yeah.
So I was already fucked up before the after
Yeah,
party.
we used to be the after party kings.
Yeah.
Like kickbacks. Remember that?
That shit was
good times.
It was the move, bro. We used to throw some epic ass parties.
Good
bro.
times.
But yeah, man, it's my partner, man, OG partner from Valdosta, my boy Reggie. Clap it up for my man's one time. He came and blessed us, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Let me shut up and let him introduce himself. Go ahead.
Shit, man. Yeah, like Dewan said, my name is Reggie. I've been knowing Dewan since like college days. So
wait, that's how you know he know me for real?
Because I call him by his real name?
Yes, everybody, don't nobody call me by my name. Like, that's how you know that's the OG partner.
Yeah. What they call you?
Nemo.
Nemo? Oh, I got you.
But them niggas met me when I was just Dewan.
Yeah.
No personality to one.
Yeah. Now he had personality.
Okay.
He had personality. Just kept his real name.
Facts.
But yeah, man, like we've been homies since like younger days, like, when we first started college and, seeing what he's doing in the pod. I'm in the podcast space too. I'm part of a show called the No Nonsense Show. Right. You can find it everywhere. So, him being in this space, I'm in this space, and we've just been friends. So I'm happy to be here.
God, that's what's up. Man, clap it up for that for your podcast show. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. We always like to collab with folks and stuff like that. So, I mean, how'd you get here? How'd you get to the podcast space? Like,
man, the way I got into it, I got in the podcast space before everybody got into it. So like my podcast is like when we record the next time, it's gonna be our 800th episode.
Jeez. I think I heard that when y'all was what's it called, Shiny Soup Pod?
Yeah, that was the last episode. Yeah, because like that was episode 799. Right. So like for me, like the reason why I got into it back in the day, like 2014. I was like, oh, I can do this. Like, I be talking all the time. And there was only a few people in that space. And then I had got with one of my homies I was working with. I was like, yo, bro, you black. I'm black, you white. Let's just do a podcast. Like we from the same cloth, but you got a different upbringing. I got a different upbringing. And we just met up. That's when you could get your RSS feed from SoundCloud and all of that. Yeah, so we just recorded on the MacBook GarageBand and just put it out on SoundCloud. It was called Just for the Hell of It. Like, we was doing it just for the hell of it. And then, like, as you guys know, with podcasting, scheduling becomes an issue. And we never had that, like, system down, like, oh, we meet every week or we meet every other week. So we did, like, 1 or 2 episodes, and then we start to realize, like, okay, if we're really going to do this, we're going to have to invest in equipment, do all of that. It just so happened right around that same time I was trying to figure all that, I met one of my co-hosts. I was doing this thing for one of the flag football leagues for the Falcons, and that one of my co-hosts was like a big volunteer for that league. And then while on the call with him, he just played this podcast, and I'm like, yo, that's you? And he's like, yeah, I have a podcast. And then he invited me as a guest, and then long story short, man, I got integrated in the podcast. So, but yeah, man, I started early. And I just kept consistent the whole time, man. But I love it, man. That's just therapeutic for me.
That's what's up.
Right on.
Yeah. It do be therapeutic, like, for us to just even if it's a set topic, if we on here rambling, if we on here just bullshitting, like, it's always just cool.
Yeah, because it's like connecting. It's like we don't do that no more because of like our schedules and just the way the world is now. It's like we lose that human connection. So when you have a podcast and this day I'm going to meet up with my people and we're going to talk shit, the shit's good.
I think you might have said that shit one time, though. We was all chilling at the crib that you wanted to start something like a podcast.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it early because it's like, if you think about radio, this thing was always been around. Yeah. It just, the distribution was not like how it is today. Right. So if you always had personality, and then for me, I always felt like if you get to know me, I can impact, so like whatever, I can impact you from a friendship level, from any way we can judge it. So I always felt like, yo, I need to have a voice out there. It doesn't have to be big. Like, I don't expect to be famous or anything. Just whoever listens to me, they're going to be able to get some entertainment out of it at least.
So, you said you started in 2014?
Yeah.
10 years?
Pretty much.
Coming up?
Yeah.
10 years, 800 episodes.
Yeah.
That's busy.
Yeah, it's good.
That's commitment, dedication. That's perseverance.
That's staying consistent. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, the biggest thing for me, I think, is remaining consistent. Especially, like, a lot of people now are doing it for, like, money or fame or notoriety. I'm not saying don't do that, but I'm saying if you really want to succeed, you just got to create a product. Like, for me, I don't think I'm going to make money from my podcast now, but I think over the years down the line, because we have a catalog of episodes, we might be able to sell that. Okay. So regardless, so it's like you got to just create a product, and then from there you go. You go from there.
But people don't understand though, like, even if you when you do get famous off of it, whenever it happens, either instantly or later on, it's like it'll come if it's some shit that you fuck with for real. Like,
yeah, and then even if it doesn't come through podcasting, it might come through something else, and then you can bring the podcast through whatever else give you notoriety. So
it's some people I follow on TikTok like that. Like, I don't even be on TikTok to my capacity, but it's a dude like he does something else, but he's known for his funny videos on TikTok.
Yeah.
But he did he was doing the podcast first, but he just got on there and started. And he a hood nigga too. You can tell by his skits, like and shit that he do, but that shit go off. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you know what I'm saying? You always can. Something can spark another idea of yours.
Yeah.
Get it to where it needs to be also. So
yeah, for sure, I agree with that. But yeah, man, that's really how I got into podcasting, man. Just seeing it.
See, understanding Reggie is understanding like my nigga was real. Let's do it. Let's do this right now. Yeah. We'll be sitting there chilling. We'll probably be doing the same thing for the past 3 days. Niggas leave class, come back to the crib. We probably smoking, playing the game. Niggas get tired of that. That nigga Reggie say, let's rap. And he be like, nah, bro, let's rap. And we sitting there. It's like, what? It's me, you, Nick.
All of us, man. Spence, all of us. Latrell, all of us.
Latrell, that's and what's his name? Jay Sean, how you been?
Jay, I haven't heard from him in a minute, but last time I heard from him, he's been good.
And I'm talking about when niggas say rap, I'm talking about rap. And it don't matter if you can't. If you've been hanging around us for too long, we be rapping around you, you gotta rap some shit. And
then if you keep doing it, you start to get a few bars that make sense. And then you start feeling yourself.
So now where I was going with it though is because like Reggie be like that. So with what I was gonna ask you about earlier, like that Give Humanity stuff, that was something that was really talk about that a little bit.
Yo, Give, like I'm wearing the hat right now, man. Give is like something like we started early. I got to give my big shout out to my partner Spence because he's the one that really had
for sure
the idea, hey, we need to do something. And looking back now, the shit is magic to me because it all started because Spence was frustrated at the fact that when we got to college, we start to understand how the world really works.
Facts.
You know, when you're a kid, you're thinking, oh, I do good, I treat people nice, I get my reward. And you start to realize when you get into college, yo, they lied to me this whole way to get into this thing. The way I had the finances. So we were so angry at everything was a lie. And then that was around the same time. You got to think with our age group, when we was in college, that was the first time like the Trayvon incident happened. Yeah. The Mike Brown incident happened. So this was brand new at that time. It wasn't like how it is now. Every other day we get another story like that. So it was just the time where everybody was into creating something to like support a movement. And then somehow we created Give, and with the name, it was all about giving back to people in need. And we started with merch, but I can't even look at us as a merch company no more. We really like out here creating opportunities for people. Like right now, we doing business in Nigeria. Like this whole time, like the last 4 years, all the business has been in Nigeria. Like we still got the hats and stuff you could buy, and I would love for y'all to do that, but all the business has been in Nigeria. And what we're doing in Nigeria is we're bringing consumer goods there to be sold at stores. The main thing we're bringing right now is this wine called Grand Moscato wine, and we're bringing it to Nigeria. It's at ShopRite stores. ShopRite is a big chain store. So we had like 26. There's 26 ShopRites in Nigeria. There's at least a case in every ShopRite stores as we speak.
Clap it up for that one time, man. That boy out here doing the
goals right there.
Yeah, man. So and we're pushing. It's still not like we want to be able to build like a long-term relationship with them. Right now they're buying per demand, but we want to be able to get to a position where like when they make their yearly business plan, they have us as a customer, as a client to purchase products from. So once we get to that level, that's when it's like, oh yeah, we really hit the jackpot.
That's tough though. That's tough.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and that shit was, and to do that, that's what I'm saying. Like when I say it's magical, like we call ourselves Give, but every major opportunity we got, it was somebody that saw us and decided to give it to us. Like when I got this opportunity, I was working in China, and it was like I was like a week and a half in China, like not even like. Actually, I was moving into my apartment, and then my sister called me. My sister was like, yo, I work with this guy. He does a lot of work in Nigeria. He's trying to create products to bring to Nigeria. Since you in China, I know they make everything over there. Can you see if things can get done? I'm talking to my sister. I'm like, yo, I just got here. I don't even speak Chinese. You want me to figure out factories? And my sister was like, yo, Reggie, I know you. Worst case, it's going to happen. They're going to tell you no. Just figure that out. And I was like, all right, I'll keep it in the back burner. And then I was working at a school in China. And I was working for a sports program at the school. So at that same time, I was in a meeting about the jerseys. And I asked, like, yo, who's about to make these jerseys for us? He was like, oh, yeah, we're going to go to this factory down there. I was like, yo, can I go? The lady was like, sure. I went. And then so I told the lady to translate for me. I was like, yo, what if I want to make this and that? Like, at the time, I was just thinking forgive. Like, if I wanted to make hella hoodies or hella shirts. And then the lady was like, yeah, we can do that. Just this is how much it's going to cost. The more you get. So I called my sister. I was like, maybe I can figure out something. My sister was like, that's what I thought. And then, so my sister gave me Harry's number. The guy in Nigeria, his name is Harry. He gave me his number. I called him, tried to figure out what he's trying to do. He pretty much told me, he was like, yo, I just want to bring, I'm going to tell you straight. At the time, he was focused on diapers. He was like, I want to create a diaper brand and bring to Nigeria. And at the time, we was looking at the numbers. Nigeria got like over 200 million people. They're one of the few countries that's still reproducing it fast, unlike America. So it was like, oh, diapers, like this is gonna be a win-win. Even if there's competition, people need diapers. We started getting all that work done, bro. Like I'm talking about designs. Shout out to Spence, because like there was a time, it was 3 a.m. China time. I'm calling Spence because I need a design of a mock-up just to have to talk to the factories and stuff like that. Another boy, a homeboy of mine named Marquez, he was helping me out too during that time. So we was just trying to get designs of diapers so the factories could like make and then send out to Nigeria for sampling. So that was all. I was in China before COVID, so that was 2019. Right. So all of 2019 while I'm in China, like as months are passing by, I'm building a stronger relationship with factories in China. Right, about like one from the getting those diapers done, because at first we had to get like samples, good quality, bad quality, figure out what we can afford, figure out what people over there kind of need, all of that, get it approved for like licensing so it can get distributed to the other country, all of that. So all of 2019 we're working on all of that, right? And then 2020 comes, it's January. I'm like, let me take a trip home so I can see the fam. So I'm supposed to go back to China, so I just went home to see the fam.
Damn.
So I went home to see the fam. I'm going to tell you how crazy it was. I went home to see the fam. I saw the fam for a week, and I was like, I got to go on vacation. I went to the DR, came back home, right? Just to tell you, I was really just on some vacation shit.
Oh, God.
Right? And then when I came back from the DR, that's when China was calling me. China was like, yo, you might have to stay for a little bit because some shit's going on out here. And at that time, I knew about COVID because DR gave me some problems because my passport showed I was in China. So when I had landed in the DR, they had to like question me and make sure I was healthy. Damn. But at that time, nobody was really tripping yet. Facts. But China was tripping. So China called me. They was like, hey, I know you're supposed to come back next month. It doesn't look like we're going to be open. Just stay put. Luckily for me, I was on the contract, so I was still getting paid. So I was like, all right, cool. I don't mind staying put. But my dumb ass, because I'm under contract thinking I'm about to go back. February is passing by, March is passing by. I'm not looking for work because I'm like, I got to go back. Yo, come April, my contract ended in June, right? Yeah. So come April, I'm starting to be like, yo, when can I go back? Because now by April, even the U.S. was fucked up. Right. So they was like, yo, we're going to pay you to your contract. By that point, you may want to come back, but I'm going to just let you know. I know you're American. We taking COVID at another level over here. You can't go nowhere. So I don't know if you want to do that. So that's what my job was telling me. They was keeping it real with me. Right. And I was like, oh, I don't want to do that. Like I called some of my coworkers. They was like, bro, I just been at the crib all day. We're stuck. I was like, oh, I'll just stay home. But what messed us up is because we was working on a diaper, right? So that falls under sanitary products. Yeah. Nigeria has this thing called NAFDAC. That's like the FDA, right? They didn't approve the diaper. They said we could only bring things that were already approved. So I could bring Huggies, but I couldn't bring my own brand because of COVID. Because like a lot of people were scamming and bringing products under sanitary stuff, but it wasn't sanitary stuff. So they wasn't dealing with no new products. It had to be products that's already in the system. So they told us no. Mind you, for the past year, we've been spending money, figuring out samples, testing. The factories is like half in. The factories were so excited. They was like, yo, if business is booming, we'll build a factory in Nigeria. That way we won't even have to worry about shipping. Thanks. Right? So I'm like, that set us back. We didn't know what to do because that was like, we had one product in mind. We had money invested in that. We didn't know what to do. And then a couple months, we was just waiting to see if they was ever going to let us approve the diapers. Yeah. And that's like pretty much now all of 2020, none of that happened, right? Harry had to go to a funeral in Nigeria, and he decided to buy a bunch of liquor and send to Nigeria for like the Passover, for like when you know how you celebrate after the funeral. Mm-hmm. He called me in the middle of the funeral. He was like, I found the next product. And it was that Grand Moscato wine. He was like, I bought a bunch of random alcohol, brought to Nigeria, and people are loving this wine. And I'm like, I don't know about wine. It's going to be hard to promote and competition. And he's like, Reggie, this wine is not available in Nigeria. We're the only competition. And I'm like, oh, okay, that changes things. And then I decided to do a quick Google to see like who's the U.S. importer, where the U.S. importers for this wine is. This shit is in Pendergrass, Georgia. We was like, yo, this shit's an hour away. We was like, what are the odds? So I was just like, let's take a trip there. So we went there, talked to the U.S. importers of the wine. They was like, yo, we've been trying to get into Nigeria for the longest. Every time we try, it doesn't sustain. We're down. Damn. So we were just like, oh, this is good. This is God's plan. And what's made it so good, because a wine is a drink, it's under food and drug. And food and drug, they tend to accept that all the time, no matter it's war, COVID, because you got to bring food and drugs in. So we were like, oh, this is going to get approved. So we started to get that done. It got approved. And then in September of last year, that's when we first brought the wine to Nigeria. And then from September to now, we just been promoting it. We got a big Nigerian actor named Frederick Leonard. If you're Nigerian, you probably know him. He's the brand ambassador, so he's the one that really help us push it. And then we got into ShopRite now, and we're just trying to build from that. And then eventually the goal is to go from other. Matter of fact, we have to build a catalog now because ShopRite don't want one flavor. So we're gonna expand into other products and eventually move on to bigger and better things, like even go beyond Nigeria. But we'll see, man. We just gotta go day by day.
Just about that action.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
What is you saying? Hey, that motherfucker got a plan, got right.
Man, bro, like I said, that whole experience taught me a lot. It made me get closer to God, because I realized if the diapers did work and COVID happened, let's say 2019, we'd worked everything fast, we got the diapers out, and then COVID happened. The factory couldn't even work during COVID. Yeah. So we would have been a failed business at that point.
Facts.
Come to find out, we got the wine. I'm going to tell you, this is when I knew God was with us, because the wine, it's made in Moldova, Romania. And if you know your geography, that's right next to the Ukraine border, right? Mm. I told you it was last September we sent the first shipment. That was around the same time when Russia attacked Ukraine. So when we were sending that first shipment, they called us. They was like, yo, we just got hit. For security reasons, we don't want to put this product out we don't want to ship this product because it could get detained, because everything is high security now. So I had to wait like 2-3 weeks after the war started to figure out a new shipment route because of the war. So it was like that made me realize like, oh, a lot of things is beyond your control. And then two, like, you just got to trust God's timing, because it's like, that helped us get a warehouse in Nigeria, because now we had to figure out how to store things just in case. Things we just wasn't thinking about. It helped us like really prepare. So I was like, sometimes you got to trust God's timing on things, because we probably wouldn't be able to sustain if we had started right and then all these things came out of.
That's crazy. Like, I mean, I know COVID fucked with a lot of shit, but it's like you don't even really just think about because shit, I thought I was some shit because I kind of pinpointed when COVID was happening. I was on Twitter heavy, so I was always seeing motherfuckers like, yo, Pops just went to the hospital sick as hell, but they said nothing's wrong with him. I'm reading this shit on Twitter. I'm like, it's hella motherfuckers going in the hospital. This is like beginning of 2019. This is like January, February type shit. Is what I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm seeing this type of stuff on Twitter.
2020 or not 2019?
Not 20. This was 2019. I'm seeing this first. So
because in 2019, because I was in China, that thing didn't start hitting China till like December.
Facts. So it's like
of 2019 though.
Yeah,
going on 2020.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm seeing people getting like saying that they folks is getting sick beginning of the year. Mm-hmm. I don't think shit. Yeah. I'm just but after a while I'm like, damn, bro, y'all niggas is sick as hell. But I'm like, it's cold. Y'all niggas out here. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. So boom, December hits, and that's when you're starting. Well, not December, but you know the news start coming towards the end of the year about what's going on. That's when I'm seeing. I'm like, bro, if that what had to do with what was going on, because right before that period where the news started hitting about it, I seen a video. This nigga was roasting this white lady, and she had big ass teeth. And he said she started coronavirus because she a bartender and popped the motherfucking bottle open with her mouth and gave a nigga infection. Like, he was like, you the one gave us coronavirus, big teeth having that, popped the motherfucker on the head to a nigga. So I seen that shit. So all of this shit is lining up, and I'm like, bro, now the whole fucking world shut down because of goddamn COVID.
It's funny, man. COVID was a crazy time because I remember when I was in China in 2019, like, my birthday's in December. I was sick on my birthday, and then the whole staff was sick. It's like I was the last one to get sick.
Facts.
So by the time I was sick, I already knew what to do. But at that time, we thought it was just a fucked up cold. We didn't think it was COVID.
Exactly.
It was once COVID really started popping off, we was all texting each other. It was like, yo, I think we had COVID. You know?
Yeah,
but that was like December. That was like around December, November, and then everybody knows what happened once it really got hit. COVID, like we're still rebounding from COVID.
Facts.
You know, everybody is like have you talked to kids, anybody that's like a pivotal age? So like if you 18 right now, I don't think your brain is 18. I think your brain is still 15, 16. Or if you 21, I think you're still in that 18-year-old. Any pivotal age, you're 3 years set back.
I can feel that though.
Yeah.
I think some shit like that because you got to think around that time because I see your face. You got to think around that time like.
You don't think so?
I don't understand what you just said.
I'm saying like if
shit
you
stopped.
If you are a milestone age at this time in 2024, you technically immature. Let me put it that way. So if you are 18-year-old now in 2024, your brain is probably still thinking like a 15-year-old. That's what I'm saying because you lost a lot of pivotal maturity growth from like socializing. School was down. A lot of things you were supposed to do at 15, 16, 17, you just did not do. So now you 18, it's 2024, the world's open. That's why these kids now are different. Like they don't know how to really act because that social they didn't have it.
I feel what he's saying.
It's worse younger. Like if you've 10 now, it's bad. Like a 10-year-old now is probably still acting 7.
Because I didn't put it that way. I put it to how I am with like music and TV. Because before that I had Apple Music. After that, you was like, bro, how you ain't got Apple Music? After like COVID hitting shit, and then shit even got down to my motherfucking Apple Pay. Apple Pay was tweaking. It would like take all 3 of the motherfucking payments that you can choose from. Then it refund me, and then it would take it back again. And then the next week would take the higher charge by itself.
That was just Apple trying to scheme.
So it's like, but at this time I'm reading emails where it's like it's certain things that are getting scammed and shit like that because of what's going on. Don't nobody know what's happening and shit like that. So I just canceled it. At that point, it was like I really disconnected from fucking music. I'm still in 2016, 17, maybe 18-ish era of music. That's why I'm always asking like, is this shit new? And you be like, no, nigga, this shit old as hell.
Just look at you.
Because I haven't heard it.
How old are you? 29, 28?
Yeah, I'm 29, yeah.
Do you feel 29?
Don't you
still feel like you're still 26? Like, you don't feel like nothing changed from the time you were 26 to now.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like, obviously because we old, so maturity is going to always be there. But I think there's something in the air. Like, I don't feel like I've aged since COVID. And I'm not talking about like I haven't got mature. I just don't feel different. I still feel how I felt 26, 25. Maybe because I'm still staying in the gym, but it's just like I don't feel that change. I don't feel like a change has happened the last 3-4 years. I just feel like we've just been constant.
I feel like it's just motherfuckers getting back on their feet here because still going back to the music. If you think about it around that time, unless you was one of them big time rappers that had studios and engineers that was working in your crib, a lot of people was putting out either shit that they had been recorded and never released just so they could stay relevant, or they fell off. It was one rapper that I was listening to. Nigga, I was subscribed to his YouTube page. I had the fucking SoundCloud, everything. And this nigga was like on the come up or whatnot. I think he was doing tour with the Baby at one point. And it was like COVID hit. nigga fell off the face of the earth when it came to that music shit.
Yeah, COVID.
But he's still out here.
Yeah, COVID is crazy, man. Like, I don't think we'll really know the true impact of COVID until like 20 years from now.
Yeah, because I say this all the time. I'd be like, you ever just wonder how there's some people you just haven't heard from since COVID, and I'm just like, what if they just didn't make it? Like, what if they caught COVID and passed away from that shit? I'm like,
or people and their families. Like, COVID just it changed so much at so fast.
Yeah,
it changed business. It changed the school. I think that's the biggest problem is the school. Like that's what I'm saying. All the kids are 3 years set back.
Yeah.
But it's not a bad thing because now they don't get snow days. Like, if something bad happened, oh well, y'all could work from home, or go to school from home.
They don't really do it. That's the thing. These kids know how to finesse better than we could ever finesse too.
Oh,
like,
God.
Like, I don't know, man. It's gonna be a problem soon because these kids are not really getting their education the right way anymore.
I feel like I'm not too political or no shit like that, but I just feel like right now, or not right now, I feel like early on we were just so in a race to get back to normal, we didn't fix the problem, and now we're trying to control the problem and adapt to it type shit.
We try to get back to normal when we destroyed everything.
Facts.
So it's like we have to create a new normal, and I think that's the phase that we are in. But again, man, it set back a lot of people, man.
I definitely got set back. I was getting out of the military, and
I know that was
it pissed me off because like I didn't think it was gonna happen like this because I got out February 11th, February 10th, February 11th was my last haircut. 2020, bro. It was my last day, February 10th, on Monday.
Oh, your little anniversary coming up.
4 years. I love it. I love every minute of not being a slave. But so just trying to get out, I'm starting all the paperwork. They're like, all right, you need to set this up. Next, by the end of February, beginning of March, we in quarantine. We in lockdown.
So you couldn't get out?
No, I got out.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't get nothing that I needed to get done. It took months. I don't think I even got like my first appointment until like October, September time frame.
Damn.
That's months later of me just. Now I had a job lined up, so like I was able to start working all that, and because I was working for Amazon at the time, not their regular warehouse, but their grocery store warehouse, we were considered essential because everybody needed groceries. So we was busy as fuck. But I loved it because I was working nights. It was cool. Like I said last episode, I had a girlfriend at the time. I was trying to tweak my schedule to her schedule since it's like, well, shit, we almost off every single day. I might as well be home with my girl. You know what I'm saying? This is perfect.
Oh,
nah, it was not perfect. It was not ideal. Shit was trash. It was the dumbest thing.
Hold on, it was trash? Because y'all was with each other
It
too
was
much?
trash because I was trying to work her schedule instead of just working, period. Because, like, during this time frame, because we was essential, we got paid, like, 24, 25 an hour. So it was like, I could have just been at work doing nothing but been at work making mad money. And I was just, I was comfortable. And I said this last episode on Cozy Hours, I was like, I just got too comfortable because of COVID. COVID just made me so scatterbrained, and I wasn't thinking like you were saying, like it was a setback to the point. Y'all ain't.
That's what I'm saying. Like for us, we're lucky because who's already old. But
Yeah.
if you was a teenager or a kid and your parents didn't really like talk to you, you set back right now. You're not where you're supposed to be.
I was a fucking firefighter during that time, so that shit was crazy, nigga. We was motherfucking going to people hollering about they had chest pains. We don't know what the fuck going on. Like, niggas can't breathe. It's over with. We like, bro, what? And then I remember we had just worked a medical call, and then it was announced about what COVID was. Niggas was in the fire station like, but what? That's what these folks got going on, and we done been out there. We don't like, at this point, there's no mask wearing every day, nigga. We pulling up to your motherfucking crib. You got chest pain. We got gloves on. We got motherfucking, our regular shirts on, shit. We out there. That's it. Giving you oxygen, whatever. But like, nigga, you serious, bro? I was just in this lady's face trying to give her oxygen and shit. She talk about she's sick. We don't know what it is. The ambulance don't know what it is. Like, what the fuck? Niggas was scared as hell. That shit was crazy. Niggas wanted to go home in the middle of the shift. Yeah. We working 24 hours, nigga. How the hell you gonna go home?
Nope.
Yeah, man, that was a weird time, man. Looking back now, we was tripping. Like, we could have just like
tripping, bro.
we got too scared. Like, with everything that we did, looking back now, we could have just said, hey, some people getting it, some people are not. But yeah, I guess I don't know, man.
I'm not saying make the vaccine mandatory because that wasn't ideal. I was against the vaccine all the way up until I got it. The only reason why I got it is because I became a bartender and I needed to have it. If I didn't become a bartender, I would never got that shit.
Same here. I got it for work too. For me, I had to, because I was at that time I was working as a trainer. I was working with Atlanta United, so every day I had to either get tested or before I work with those guys. And I was like, you know what? Let me just get the vaccine, because if you got the vaccine, they wouldn't test you unless if you were showing symptoms. I got it, but looking back, I regret doing that decision because I just conformed to whatever they said. And now we getting all those studies now with some of the side effects of the vaccine. I'm like, thank God I'm still good, but like that could have been me.
I'm glad I didn't get the first. The first strain of the vaccine. That, like I said, I was just so against it because I'm like, bro, I don't want to put that in my body. I don't know what this is. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't trust these niggas because allegedly COVID is not a new thing. It's something that came out, but they ain't never seen it happen at this level. Like, niggas is mass hysteria right now, or at the time. So it was like, for me, I was like, I just don't trust this shit.
I ended up I buckled down because of my son, but it was because everybody around me was getting it because of him.
Conform.
Like, it was like pops ended up getting it after he was like, nah, I ain't doing it. Then my mom's ended up doing it. Then my son's mother ended up doing it. So it's like everybody's like they going like, at first you said you wasn't gonna do it, now you saying you gonna do it now because you got my grandson. I'm around them a lot. I don't want them to get. I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and get it to them because
that's what I'm saying. But now, like, if another thing like that happens, I'm not taking no vaccine.
Me either, bro.
I'm gonna just trust my immune system.
Because you can still catch that bit and still get it in the worst way.
Look, I caught COVID.
I just caught it on my birthday, nigga.
Facts. Actually, I caught it before I got the vaccine. Never mind.
I caught it before I got the vaccine, and then I caught it after I got the vaccine. Both times, like I felt the same. And then, like when I got the vaccine, I was like able to brush it off.
My first time I got it was before the vaccine, but I didn't know I had it.
Oh, you're a repeat offender.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I got it before the vaccine, but I didn't know I had it. I was damned. Like, I didn't feel nothing. The only reason why I ended up getting tested to find out I had it was because we had a little party at the crib, and my girlfriend's friend caught it. Then she caught it. So I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? And this is like back-to-back days.
When your girl catches COVID and you don't got COVID, it is a sad case. That happened to me too.
It was like that too.
I've done. Stay over there, babe.
That's like, hey, I got the quarantine, not chill in here or whatever. Yeah. Well, anyways,
tragic,
crazy times. We just entered another crazy time. Social media is going crazy for that man, Katt Williams. I want to talk about it.
Still ain't watch it. I thought about watching it yesterday, but it's 2 hours and 42 minutes.
It's a good 2 hours and 42
minutes. From the minute it starts, it's going to draw you in. Not even because Katt Williams just start talking bullshit. The show itself, the shit just catch your attention from the jump. Like, I was stuck. I was high as hell, but I was in that bitch stuck. Like, I stayed the whole 2 hours and 45 minutes, whatever. I watched that shit.
You said you liked it, right?
Yeah, it was cool. It wasn't really it really wasn't for me to just say if I hated or liked it. I wasn't even going in with like only Katt Williams is telling the truth, and I wasn't going in like, oh, this nigga's a lie either. Like, stuff he said lined up, some stuff he said may have been not the exact timeline, but the passion behind what he's saying, I mean, some stuff, majority of what he has to say, I don't give a fuck if you're an actor or not. Some of that stuff has to be true.
All of it is true.
Like, even if it's not all, like, so there has to be. It was
true? Because everybody's response, they never said he lied.
Facts.
That's the one thing.
The first person that fucking confirmed it was Ice Cube's damn self. Ice Cube got on that motherfucker and said, like,
he spent 9 minutes saying he was right.
You feel me, bro? Like, that's all he was saying. Like, nigga, we gave him the role, and we do tell the actors that they can ad lib, and I'm like, all right, you just told us that he just told the truth about it. Then the whole swap shit, you just confirmed that these niggas had to audition for it, and they gave him the part.
What do you think about, like, some people may have to do some nasty stuff to get on?
See, that's what I was finna get into, because I was just finna make a joke about the Steve Harvey shit with his hair. Pop's been put me on game about that nigga.
That shit was too perfect, bro.
Yeah, Pop's put me on game.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't be hating like that. That shit was too perfect.
That shit was too perfect, bro. If you're a dude and you got it because that was nappy hair. It's not like you had the curls. You know,
nigga had a high top.
It's never
fade.
that smooth. Like you go outside, like it was like perfect. It was like he had a helmet for the hair.
Damn.
it was in tip top shape every episode, every time.
Every time.
Come on, bro.
Pause with me on game about him when I was a jit. So like, but he's also told me about shit like that. Like it be motherfuckers that be doing shit for the fame. And not knowing that they doing shit for the fame.
I think they know. That's the part I don't like to do.
It's hard for you to act like you don't.
Yeah, they know, and they're just willing to do it. Because at the end of the day, fame equals money. So for some money, you might do some stuff you don't want to do.
But this is where I feel like they might have known, but they don't know how deep it gets. Because it's a story about, they got a story about Martin Lawrence, like, running outside of a building talking about they crazy, they finna kill me and shit like that.
Dave Chappelle had talked.
So I'm pretty sure, like, the nigga seen the money he was gonna make, signed the deal, said fuck that, I'll get around all of that bullshit. And then whenever they really started hitting him with this, he was like, oh no, this some bullshit. So they threatened to fucking kill him or fuck his career up type shit. You know what I'm saying? But they made it seem like he probably was on drugs at the time. Or that, and somebody drugged him, or whatever.
That's crazy.
Like, I just look at it like that. Whenever somebody's about to give you millions of dollars, they're gonna try to figure out either your vice. They're gonna figure out a way to control you.
Yeah.
If it's not your vice, they're gonna try to get something dirty on you. So if they have a clause in the contract, that's just dirty. That's just how the business works. Yeah. So I can only imagine something like Hollywood, where it's not like you go and do a job and you get paid. It's more of like a talent-based thing, where they can pick anybody they want, and even if you're not good, they'll make you look good. You know?
Facts.
So if you're down to do things for my own ego, and I'm like the producer,
you'll do it.
I can see it, man.
What you finna say, KB?
White people got powerful friends. You know what I'm saying? You'll go to a restaurant, bro, and you'll just look around, and you don't ever know who. There's a CEO of a news company sitting over here talking to, dude who owns a movie studio.
Chilling.
Yeah, and it's like, how did y'all meet? Oh, we just met at a round of golf one day. We met in the skybox watching the stadium. Someone else brought him up here. I was just here. Best of fucking friends.
Dr. Dre is one of the richest motherfuckers walking this goddamn U.S., if not the world, and he walk around in some motherfucking regular jeans, a t-shirt.
Don't fall for that, shoes. Bro. Don't fall for those outfits.
That nigga,
they look regular, but that black tee is $500.
I mean,
yeah.
They look regular.
I know that, but like, still, that's what that nigga doing. He ain't got 16 chains on his neck. You know what I'm saying? Big ass earrings, like some shit. I mean, I don't give a fuck. When I get money, that's just what I'm gonna do. I'm sorry.
You gonna have the earrings?
Probably just hoops.
I'm a hoop
nigga.
And stuff?
Yeah, I ain't gonna have like a bunch. I'm not no nigga that just want to be ice.
I think it's gonna be the watch for me.
The watch, probably.
Because you could carry 300,000 and it's just on your wrist.
Facts.
And people won't even know.
Yeah. I'm a chain and watch person, but I ain't saying I'm finna just go get 20 fucking bust down chains.
Yeah, I'm not a rapper.
Like just regular.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not a rapper. I don't need that many chains. I keep a lot on me. I got like 5 chains, but it's like I rotate them out. I don't just. Facts. I keep my Jesus piece on me. I think that's not right now, but that's the most important chain that I got. To me, I feel like I'll definitely have me some nice earrings. A watch, yeah, but I won't have a super nice watch just because I don't.
That'll be my guilty pleasure. If I get rich, the watch, because this is the thing. I won't feel bad if I spend the money because it appreciates in value. So it's like, oh yeah, I spent $300K, but it might be worth $450 next year.
My pops is a watch dude.
So that's why I want mine. I wouldn't mind spending money on watches because it's like they're really investment. I'm not even spending money.
It's crazy. A watch is a fucking investment.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
So I wouldn't be tripping on the watches.
But yeah, that shit, bro. With that whole situation, I'm pretty sure that stuff. It goes down because I mean, in any time you gotta have a villain of the story.
Not even that.
Not even a villain, but you can go ahead.
Quick little turn. Let's go back a couple years ago. The whole Harvey Weinstein Me Too movement.
Yeah, he did that for decades.
That was a
Katt
real.
Williams even said it.
Yeah. So I was on YouTube. I was watching Gilbert Arenas. I had to double check you if you went over there.
Hey man, calm down.
All right, watching Gilbert Arenas. It wasn't the full episode, just clip. And he was like, one day, this is why he was still playing. He was like, I'm I don't think he said he was playing or not, but he was behind the front row. So it's like,
I know where you're going. With Halle
Berry. Yeah, and I'm like, he was like, Harvey Winston and a couple friends was talking. Halle Berry walked past, and they like, ooh, she out here looking good. She ain't say nothing to them. So like, oh, she don't speak. The audacity of her. She wasn't acting like that when she was.
That's crazy.
For the role.
Yeah.
Oh, she acting bougie now.
And then when you look at who produced Boomerang and all those movies,
you'd be like,
Harvey
damn.
Weinstein. So this is my thing, though. Bro. Do you respect Halle Berry's craft now? Because knowing that she had to do these things, no disrespect, Halle. I'm not trying to. I don't know if it's sexual assault or not, but because if she agrees, I don't know if it's assault. That's what I'm saying. If she's like, oh, okay, I'm down. But let's say she was down, and you know she only got this role because she was down to fuck. Do you respect her acting ability?
Yes,
because she still can act. Like
because that's what I was about to say. She at the end of the day, her acting skills are still good. So
let's say you're another female actress at the time, but you didn't fuck, but you feel like you can act better than Halle. How would you feel?
I mean, that's some bullshit.
You got to prove that though in their eyes.
But
and that's the problem with Hollywood. Period.
That Sundance movie, but it wasn't a big time movie, so people don't respect it. That's the thing. That's why I'm like.
But not even that though. They probably both pleaded their case in their acting abilities, and that was just okay. Let's see who be down to do this. That's all it be.
You already know what they say. So what are you gonna do to
Yeah.
You feel me? That's all it be, because you can't tell me respect to the big actors, but you can't tell me there's not a hidden gem somewhere like Denzel.
This is my problem though. When you say respect to the big actors, knowing these things, now I'm wondering. Are they really big actors?
I mean, this is how I gotta feel. This is how I feel about it. Wherever you are in your career, because I'm gonna say some other shit also. But whatever you are in your career, if you've made that big of an impact on the world with your acting, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can take from you.
Yeah.
You know
so
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't shit I can take from you. You that nigga when the camera's in front of you. You feel me? Like, I'm sorry. Now, whatever you had to do, that's where some people just got to separate,
And I think that's what Katt Williams' main problem was. He was like, yo, I did it the right way. I went on tour. I did the roads. I worked on my craft. I didn't have to do nothing. I didn't have to kiss no ass.
And I stopped certain shit.
Yeah, I worked my talent.
Facts.
While you had to either kiss some ass or do whatever. Not saying you're not talented, but you ain't do it like I did. It's like a rapper versus like a mumble rapper.
Right.
Right. Ooh, back in the day, ghostwriters versus the actual rappers.
I really rap. Like, I wrote this. I made the beat.
I did this.
They're always going to feel more validated than the guy that got the ghostwriter and the label push $20 million on Payola so the song can become a hit.
So, what I want to know is just like, what's the deal in the dress, bro? It's too many.
But even white males actors wore the dress, if not more of them.
Facts, but that's where the whole whole line is.
They're accepted any and everywhere they go.
We too. We just act like we don't.
More so now, like back in the 80s and 90s.
Who you looking for acceptance from? I only care for black people's acceptance. That's what I'm saying.
But I don't care about nobody's. The only acceptance I care about is God. I'm sorry, wrong hand, right hand of God.
It be like that, but I get what both of y'all saying, like, the acceptance part, because it's just certain things, like in certain walls niggas got to knock down to get to certain places. So I ain't gonna say acceptance, but maybe say a hurdle to leap. Not no acceptance.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
For me, I think now, it's back then, different story. 2024, you said we got to break a wall. We can go build a whole new house.
Facts.
We don't even have to break this wall. That's what I'm saying. Now, they don't want you. You can create your own house. Now, you may not make as much money. You may have to work harder. You may have to take time to build and promote. But the excuse of they didn't want me, like, okay, you want to become an actor. You go to a bunch of auditions. You never get picked. You got a friend that knows how to write stories. You got a couple homies that can play a couple scenes. Make your own movie. You may only get 10 views on YouTube, but do another one and do another one. Now they might buy your movie from you. Now you're not even an actor no more. You're selling movies.
Ding dong, Tubi.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think now we cannot use no more. That's what I'm saying. Now, if I am an actor and the guy's like, you gotta do some gay shit to get the role. Peace out. I'm gonna do like Katt Williams did. I'm gonna get back on the road, do what I gotta do. Because this is my thing, bro. I don't know if I can look at myself the same way, even if I got the bread after.
And that's what I was getting ready to say.
Your dignity.
Yeah, like every time I look in the mirror, it would have to be real quick.
That's what. What's his real name?
Who you
Uncle Elroy. What's his real name?
Shit.
I know who you're talking about. Though.
I just seen a video where he was like the deal with him not getting so many acting roles is because he was like, at the end of the day, even though it's acting, I gotta act those roles. And he was like, I didn't accept them roles because I didn't feel like it would be right with my soul. You know what I'm saying? Like they, first thing they want to do is put me in a dress. He was like, you got plenty of black women out here who can play the role that you're looking for. And then my thing is, why don't y'all go actually look for gay dudes to do that shit if you want them to? Like, no,
it's not as funny.
No hit, but it's some of them going crazy on social media right now, and that's where actors is coming from.
Like, the whole reason why they make the straight or strong-looking black male actor to wear the dress is because he's straight, strong-looking. It's not because he's gay. Like, if that's the case, that's that role that they want to put in the dress don't make no sense no more. Like, Big Mama had to be Martin. It couldn't be an actual big fat black girl. You know?
But it could have.
It could have.
The original Big Mama could have kept doing this shit.
It could have. It could have. But the reason why people bought the tickets
is because of Martin.
Right. You know, it's because of Martin is wearing a big ass outfit, looking like a girl.
That's that's where all that bullshit coming in. Because if you seen, I don't know if you seen any clips, but I actually watched a little part of it too. The Brandon T. Jackson he was talking about. He just did a stand-up and somebody yelled out in the audience, was like, I loved you in Big Mama. And he was like, thank you, but I hate that movie. That movie fucked my life up. Yeah, Swear to God.
He said that after that role, everything went bad in his life.
He said it went terrible after that, bro.
But usually it's supposed to go good.
Because he denied it.
He wore the dress in Big Mama. Brendan T.
Facts,
Jackson.
but it was probably like the same situation. Look, you put this dress on, we're going to give you some bread. Okay, boom, I put the dress on with the bread. Wait.
He probably didn't continue.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Now that this movie has become a hit, you got to do it again before we give you this bread. So we'll double it when you do this. No, I want my bread. Well, that's not what your contract say. So now you done did a whole movie in a dress because the nigga said they was gonna pay you, but the next go around they want you to go ahead and do it, and then you say no. Now they not gonna give you shit, and that's probably where the whole shit fuck up at. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think the dress is a power play.
Blame your talent agent and your lawyers though, because whoever my talent agent is, you're not gonna be trying to find me no fucking roles like this, bro. We got to make that abundantly clear. Yeah,
but what if you nobody? What if you're a nobody? So that's the only role that's being presented.
That's where they go get the motherfuckers.
And you're trying to get on. That's how people do these deals, because they are in their last 10,000, so they have to take this bread. It's like they can't. Like, for me, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you've been broke before, there's no reason why you should take those deals. You already know how it feels to be broke. So
you know how to go with
it's just another day if you didn't take the deal. I think it's worse if you was rich, and then you spend your money wrong, and then now I can see these people taking those deals. But if you already broke, bro, you already know. I guess you're tired of being broke, but I guess for me, it's like, I don't know if I could look at myself. I could probably wear a dress for the sake of it because I can find the funny in that. Knowing these things now, if I was trying to be an actor, I probably wouldn't. But at first, I can see how these actors could be like, oh, okay, I wear the dress. It's funny. Like, it's a good role. It's, you know, I can see how they can fall victim to it.
But I'm going to throw you a curveball, though.
Real quick, though.
Go ahead.
With today, though, in 2024, there's so many streaming platforms like Paramount Plus, there's Disney Plus, there's fucking, Apple TV Plus. Like, they making movies and TV shows nonstop. You don't got to watch TV no more, bro. You just got to get an app. So I just feel like, not saying it's impossible, but you got so many more avenues now. And like you said, you can make your own. There's definitely Tubi. Shit, fucking YouTube Red makes shorts and web series. Like,
for sure.
Nigga, we just talked to Ruben. Ruben just made a whole fucking movie and put that shit on goddamn Tubi. Nigga, we interviewed his ass also. He did the same shit. This nigga,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, you're right. There's a lot more avenues, but that means there's also a lot more competition.
True. Facts.
You know, like, especially now. I think now everybody wants to be an actor or content creator. Everybody's in that space now.
But I'm going to throw you a curveball, though, where you was like, you know, niggas is on their last dime or you been broke or whatnot. See, this is where I want to ask the question if you believe in, like, industry plants and if you think Kevin Hart is one.
Nah.
Kevin Hart, check this out. Kevin Hart he's one of my favorite comedians.
You say Kevin an industry?
Listen. I'm not saying it. I'm just putting the shit together. That's all I'm doing. Kevin Hart is still one of my favorite comedians to this day. But if you think about it like this, Kevin Hart does Laugh at My Pain. After he's just done I'm a Grown Little Man, right? Kevin Hart, at the time, he was always talking about how, he wasn't making the money he was making for real on the come up. So Laugh at My Pain comes out, and when he does Laugh at My Pain, he starts breaking down the timeline in the middle of the shit about where his money's coming from versus the age that he's at, whatever. Niggas start seeing him, niggas saw him in Soul Plane. Motherfucker went crazy. After he drops those specials, and Soul Plane, whenever it was before that, the nigga was on SNL.
Huh?
The nigga was on SNL, Saturday Night Live.
As a guest.
Oh, okay. He was on that bit.
Guess.
But he was on there as the Pope's daughter.
Yeah, and he was
in a dress.
That's what
he didn't say shit. He didn't say shit during the skit, but he was in a whole, and it wasn't like he had on his clothes and the dress over. The nigga had a full dress on.
With a wig.
You know what's crazy? Random as fuck. I remember years ago, Wiz Khalifa was on somebody's Today Show with Tom Hanks. And this nigga, I forgot, he was wearing some type of outfit though. He was mad as fuck. Wiz Khalifa. Mad as fuck. Like, they was trying to call him out here to do it, and he didn't want to do that shit, bro. And then when he finally got up there, you can just see it in his face. He's mad. I'm just like, damn, what if that was his moment? Where
what year was that? Because Wiz got one of the biggest songs of all time, that "See You Again" song. Yeah, that's one of technically the biggest selling song.
Hate that song.
It is, but what if, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of funny you said that.
Hate that song. It might have been around that time frame. Yeah. It was around whenever Black Hollywood came out. So
yeah, it probably was.
2016, 15, something like that. Because I bought the album. CD still in my car to this day.
Yeah. I don't think Kevin Hart is an industry plane because we've seen the work. There was Paper Soldiers, Soul Plane. Those movies are hood classics, but they're not box classic. So it's not like he got roles after those two movies. He had to go back on the road, like Katt Williams been doing, and work the road, and that's how he got those specials, like Seriously Funny, Laugh at My Pain.
All those
those were before that. This was
before what?
Before SNL.
Oh yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Was before
that's
SNL.
What I'm saying.
He made his platform then. He did his thing with his movies and those two specials. That was Kevin Hart.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I can't call him an industry plane because he made the work.
After they dropped this dress on him, it went crazy. This nigga was in movie after movie. He was doing special after special on Netflix. That's where Katt Williams was like, there's never been a nigga to do that before him, and there's never been a nigga to do that after him.
I won't put that on Kevin because...
Katt Williams, he said that shit in the... You gotta watch the interview.
Yeah, because we've seen the work.
Fact.
We've seen the work. Kevin Hart was on... I think it's because he built it on his own, is why all these... Hollywood was like, oh, you already got a product.
Right.
So here you go. And maybe, to get better deals, that's why he had to wear that dress on SNL to form those relationships. But he worked to be where he at now.
I just hate that beef.
I don't think that he was like... If there's a comedian that's a real industry player, it's Jared Carmichael. And you don't even hear much about him, but he was the one that got a show out of nowhere. He's the one that didn't really do big things on stand-up. He was a good guy, but... He got a show out of nowhere for 3 seasons too,
and that was a funny show.
Yeah, that was a good show. But that's what I'm saying. If you tell me somebody I come out of nowhere and gets a show and started to pop off, that's him.
Because when I wouldn't put Kevin Hart about his show, I was just like, dang, how he get a show?
And he was called the Jared Carmichael show.
Yeah, he was nothing against him.
Yeah,
funny dude or whatever. It was I mean, show was kind of weird, but it was just like he got.
And he went for 3 seasons. And then so I don't think he's a plant. I think he really put in the work, and because he put in so much work and it was so successful, Hollywood just gave him the keys.
I mean, he was teaming with The Rock for 3 years solid, bro.
He
was tag teaming movies,
and
bro.
Kevin Hart was smart. When he came in, he didn't just come as a talent. He came with a whole production. It's when you come like that, companies are willing to work with you because you're taking away their overhead. So it's when you come in, it was well, I'll produce this, I'll come this. Now, we're not even talking about you paying me. We're talking about we splitting the cost. Whatever we make, give me 20%, give me 30%. Okay. So when you come like that, they tend to work with you more versus I'm a big-time actor. You got to pay me $30 million just because I'm a big-time actor.
the crazy part is, every genre has their competition and shit like that. I just didn't know that fucking comedians was beefing like this.
Yeah, you think that would
really? Like y'all laugh y'all job is to make niggas laugh.
I didn't think that would be like fear.
I didn't think it would be because Katt Williams said he wanted to punch the shit out of this nigga. He said he wanted to beat the shit out of this nigga.
That nigga stole his joke.
Good.
Facts, but it's
That's
like
different.
I didn't think these niggas is really. We're literally battling to see who's funnier.
Yes,
I didn't think,
bro. Everything's a competition. Bernie Mac said it best, bro.
Shit like that. Like these niggas want to be at each other's necks.
He said, Bernie.
Comedy's competitive.
Bernie said when they was on tour, especially like the younger dudes who was the opening acts and stuff like that, or if you was just a new comedian, don't try to go around the legends and be like, yo, like try to put me on or whatever, and like let me crack some jokes with you because they'll steal your material. Like it was meant to be, bro. You don't do no shit like that. It makes sense for us to have competition because for a while it was called the 4 Kings of Comedy. The 4 Kings, nigga. There's gonna be 4 of us. So who gonna be these top 4?
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying though. Like I understand the competition. I get it.
You didn't think
everybody
it was that
wants
real.
to be the best, but I'm saying our job is to see who can get more laughs. We're always making niggas laugh and smile. How do you it's just I didn't think
he got
niggas
more laughs than me, so
I didn't think niggas was really that point. Yes, I'm gonna fight you, but to go as a nigga want to I'm gonna steal his joke for it.
Yeah.
And what I think is, what I honestly think is just niggas back in the day like that did not know where social media was gonna go. So whether you thought, like Katt Williams said, he thought I was a no name, whether he's a no name or not. Now, niggas got receipts. Niggas got video proof.
Yeah.
So now that they're able to, just throw it out there, because I never knew this whole time. I mean, like I said, Pops put me on game about Steve Harvey, but I didn't know his show was from a whole nother motherfucker.
Mr. Cooper, yeah.
I never really knew that because I didn't watch that show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know what that was.
I mean, Biden's been always around. Hanging with Mr. Cooper?
You said that the Steve Harvey show is based off that.
They said he stole the whole shit.
How do you steal the whole show? It's already out.
Mr. Cooper, exactly. Mr. Cooper came out first. He took that same plot. Black dude working out of school.
Being a teacher, move to a principal, shit like that, whatever the fact.
Plot.
I think just the only difference is the obvious part where he's a music teacher instead of whatever teacher he was, and then it took Steve Harvey a little longer to be a principal.
Yeah.
But they said that whole shit came from him.
I ain't gonna knock Mr. Cooper for that, but a natural career progression for a teacher is probably.
Oh yeah.
You know.
But he did steal that. He did steal. You could tell. Like when you're looking back, you're like, oh yeah, he definitely bite off of that.
That's crazy.
I don't think this. I'm gonna just be that nigga. I'm gonna put that opinion on there. The spaceship joke and the fucking the car joke with Katt Williams.
He stole that.
I don't see it.
It's the same.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Bro, he set up a whole different scenario.
All he did was just he changed the car.
Facts, but
That's all he changed.
But because of what we're doing, right now we're talking about going up the fucking space. He threw that in the fucking.
He stole that joke. He even did the whole thing. Like he stole the whole.
But I'm saying though,
that's how people was able to find it that quick.
That's
plagiarism. If you know when you're in college and you write a paper,
facts,
and they say, oh, when you put in that thing,
your source notes,
plagiarized, it would show 80%.
I guess. I mean, I'm seeing both sides. It's just I lean more towards the. Now I don't know if y'all seen the other joke. The by my initials joke.
Yeah.
Now that's shit is like, verbatim.
Word for word, bar for bar. Soulja Boy style. Like,
that shit is verbatim. You can't and then you still said the same thing. By my initials, like that's the exact same fucking joke.
Back then.
That one, yes.
But in any industry, people are gonna try to take from you. Even if you work corporate America, you did this project. Whoever was on your team might take it and try to make it their credit, like whatever it is.
Nigga, that's why it's different products for the same shit. They got 40 different million ways to keep your motherfucking teeth clean, and niggas are still just toothbrushing it.
Look, bro, expensive than a bitch, bro. You know how much fucking toothbrushes cost? $10.
That shit crazy.
For a pack of two. One toothbrush is like $5.99, bro.
It's expensive now, man. Everything.
Yeah, except for my paycheck. My paychecks ain't going up.
That nigga said my paycheck ain't
bro, I was thinking about when I was literally, so, every quarter, unless you get sick, you're supposed to buy a new toothbrush. So every 3-4 months. Yeah. So it was the beginning of the year. I'm like, all right, let me go buy me a toothbrush. I'm looking at the prices. I'm like, damn, bro, why is the 2-pack $9, $10? Like, when the fuck did these prices get so high?
Yeah.
But my paycheck ain't going up any higher. Yeah. Like we keeping the same wages and y'all giving us like little dollar increases every year or whatever it is. But like the cost of our consumers products and all that shit crazy, is going up, bro.
Like for me, I'm not a cheap person, but I'm cheap about things that needs to remain cheap.
Thanks.
Yes.
You know, like I don't mind spending money, but like
for little simple shit I shouldn't be paying.
I had a rant like a couple weeks ago about how they charging for sauces. Like things like that pisses me off.
That shit pisses
me wild, bro.
I stand on merit on that. I won't buy the sauce. I won't pay the 50 cents. You see something like that, I'm gonna be cheap about. Because I'm like, yo, I grew up in a time where I was a kid. I used to literally go to Burger King and steal the sauces to take home. Like now you're telling me 50 cents. It should be easier to make now than ever because it's 2024. I was doing that in 2003. So don't tell me.
Or they already give you more sauce than you need, but when you ask them for more, they still grab a handful and put that bitch in
stingy
there.
with it. I'm like,
what the fuck is that?
I'm like, y'all be making more money per year than ever before. Y'all should be able to afford the sauces, like the losses on the sauces. Like if there's anything y'all can afford the sauces. Or do it the right way. Put it on my price where I won't even know.
Where I won't notice it.
But when you tell me it's 50 cents for an extra ranch, I take that as disrespect. I was like, bro, we didn't used to do that.
All right, so is it more disrespectful with like, because you know they be having the digital shit, so they be like, you want extra sauce? You be like, yeah, and they just put 50 cents on there.
Yeah,
or if they say
the whole thing is disrespectful. Like those are the things like I'm gonna be cheap about. Like I can't do these things. Like I went to the grocery store the other day, and I think bell peppers, like one was $3.99. I'm like, yo, I can grow this in my own yard.
God,
like, what are we doing? Like what are we doing?
Crazy.
Those things I'm gonna be like real cheap about. Now I understand with rent and those things is like there's a bigger political process to it, so I can work with that. I don't like it, but I can understand how it got here. But there's no reason why we need to bring the upcharge, like you said, on toothbrush. It's not like there's a demand on toothbrush. like the demand hasn't changed. So
I know how you feel though, because you ever had to pay for tap water, like at a restaurant?
Never.
Don't make sense.
Real water, like the bottle, I understand.
Yeah, the bottled water is one thing, but you charge me for tap water. One time I forgot. It was this spot in Florida called Hellenbach out in the Panhandle area. They used to do Military Appreciation Mondays. We go there get free pizza, but they charge you for the water if you don't get like an actual drink or something like that. And I'm like, bro, why am I paying $125 for this fucking tap water that you tried to just give me? And I didn't even drink this shit, let alone even want to pay for it, bro. I gave that man $0 tip, bro, because this shit pissed me off so much. Bro, you got me out here paying for tap water, bro? And then I'm in New Orleans one time, and I'm like, yo, can I get a water? I get a water with lemon for free. The fuck?
Yeah, some places are crazy. Like,
nigga, I remember my first time getting into an argument with a bitch in McDonald's because I asked for a water cup, and instead of her giving me the McDonald's small cup, that bitch gave me like a little plastic cup. Yeah. I'm in the drive-through because like I didn't want to drink at first. I really just wanted to get a little. I had some Powerade still left over, so I didn't get a drink or whatnot. But I got some fries and a motherfucking double cheeseburger or whatnot. Waiting in the motherfucking line so goddamn long, I had done finished the motherfucking Gatorade. Yeah. So I was like, hey, can I get a water cup? Like, just put that on there. You can put it in a little cup. It is what it is. Why I get to the second window and this bitch hand me this little ass cup, this bitch like this big.
I would have threw that shit at her. Like,
look, because it didn't register until it touched my fingers. So I reached out the window because, you know, I'm looking for shit. I reached out the window and she put it in my hand. I put that motherfucker down and just drove the fuck off, bro. I was like, I put it back in the window.
Yeah, like that's for y'all, the employees, bro. This is not what you give to a customer, bro. I was so fucking mad, bro. I bet you she charged you for that.
Yeah, she was like, because I tried to give her the money or whatnot at the same time. It was like, give her the money, hand her the drink, and she handed me that shit. And so she went through, and I'm like, you charged me for this shit, bro. I was going off on this, bro.
You know what pisses me off too about, it's like, there's no in between. Like I was talking to my girl about that. I was like, I don't mind prices going up, but what happened to like the in between? Like y'all jump from 5 to 20. Like y'all go from $7.50, $9.50. Like McDonald's,
nigga, wings.
Remember when we was in college? What $5 could do?
Boy.
What?
Fuck that. High school.
I used to have. I had it when I had my last $5. I used to get 2 McChickens, a small fry, and a drink, and I still had like $1.75.
You feel me, bro?
Left.
Bro,
all of this little doubling biggie bags, 4 for 4s, nigga. We was putting them shits together with $5, nigga.
All that shit.
I think they got that from us.
Before game day, bro, we just go to McDonald's real quick.
Oh,
$5
God.
is all I needed, bro.
All I needed
You can't get nothing for $5 at McDonald's no more unless
Hell
it's a small
no.
fry. Let alone the tax will
Look,
bring.
I was
you.
about to say you can't get 2 though. You can only get 1.
I'm gonna tell you what my order used to be, bro. A McDouble, no onions, McChicken, large fry, large drink. That shit used to be like $5.20 something.
Because you got a large fry and if you just got the medium, you still would add some change left from that $5.
But now doing that shit now, swear to God, that's like $8.12 exactly.
Yo,
nigga.
I bought
that shit pisses me off every day.
I bought like McDonald's for like I was with my nephews, so it was like it was 2 of them. I bought for me and them 2. It was like $30 total. I was like, I could have took y'all to Applebee's.
Damn.
Like,
shit, yeah.
I was like 3 McDonald's meal, like full meals, medium drinks and a fry. If you buy for 3 different people, you're gonna end up paying about $30.
And
DoorDash
DoorDash
like $10 a piece.
DoorDash and Uber Eats is trash.
Oh yeah, I'll
hate
drive.
it.
I'll drive.
But I be lazy sometimes,
I'll
bro. Like
The only delivery that I'll legit do is pizza, bro.
Yeah,
like I
'cause
don't
it's still
trust
keep it old school.
Yeah, bro. I always tip my driver. I try to tip them with the on the app and still with cash. But like a lot of people don't be trying to take cash no more. I get it because of COVID.
I'll take cash.
Annoying as fuck. It's a legal form of tender.
cash.
But I'm not paying no Uber Eats, none of that shit,
Because
bro.
Uber
Delivery
Eats is
fees.
20% for the delivery fee, and then if it costs $11.75 at the restaurants, on Uber Eats it costs $13.75.
Facts.
So I just go to restaurant, man.
save it.
Time is money, bro.
Listen,
It's probably simpler for you to just call and be like, I'm gonna come pick it up, bro.
listen, bro. Out there in my fucking spot, nigga, I get fucking traffic coming out the gate of my spot. I hate going to get food. By the time I get to where I'm at, I don't even want the shit no more. But for some reason, when I order through DoorDash, the motherfuckers get to my place quick.
Because it's easier to get to your house opposed to leaving your house.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, bro, you gotta come out that bitch, go down this little road to the street light. It's 2 street lights. The street lights don't pair up with each other. Everybody trying to get in, out, same time. We got a Costco, the mall, all of that shit right there. That shit's terrible, bro. I hate it. I never wanted to use Uber Eats till I got here, bro.
You think the money's gonna reset?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
It's gonna have to, but people can't afford it, bro.
They're not looking at it like that, though.
They just gonna start paying like
They're not gonna pay us more.
Yeah,
I honestly feel like that. Like not as drastic as like the Jetsons, but they want our world to be more futuristic. So they're gonna pay motherfuckers to do this shit because they want the world to be like that.
If they smart and they actually start caring about us, then yes, they're gonna have to start paying us more because can't nobody afford this.
I think they want the problem, man, so that way we can wipe each other out.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I don't think it's gonna be that simple.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
because the problem is it's gonna turn into
because right now, bro, even if you make $100K, it's not the same $100K.
But I'm saying this is what I feel like. They're gonna start paying us more for the shit we don't want to do. AI is taking over everything that motherfuckers can do now. You got robots making drinks now.
That means
y'all gotta
that
stop
sounds
that
like
that
sounds like you're not gonna make money because now the technology's taking your job.
But that's what I'm saying. You taking people out of working jobs like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what else you're gonna put them in, but
it's not the government's.
You're gonna pay librarians more. Like, I'm just throwing some. You'll pay them more.
The libraries are closing. That's what I'm saying. Huh? Libraries are closing.
I'm just throwing something out there.
You go to that window right now. How many people you really see out there reading
books? No, I'm saying I'm just throwing a job occupation out there with what they'll start paying more because AI is taking over everything.
I think that's why they want us to wipe each other out because they start to realize we don't need all these 8 billion people no more.
I feel like it's gonna get there eventually because then Rico just told us they got AI for motherfuckers to be in movies that ain't never been in movies.
That's what I'm saying. The AI is gonna make the.
So it's going to that later on down them lines, yeah. But now before we get there, because they're gonna want a different set of people living forms for that life.
So you telling us they're gonna they want us to wipe each other out?
I don't think, but I'm saying I don't think it's gonna be anything that happened in. Like our lifetime,
yeah. I think our lifetime,
or even that much further. Like it's gonna be a while.
I think anybody that's 30,
maybe
anybody that's 30 to 11, it's on us.
I'm giving
whoever's 11 right now and up to 30. I'll push it to 45. It's on us.
I don't think so. I feel and just showing you how far I think it. I'm thinking like 2100s out here with us.
Yeah, but
like,
let's not even go that far because by the
wiping
2100, the wipeout already happened.
Yeah, like that.
But we talking
the
about
new world is like.
So you talking a whole millennium after? I'm talking about what you think 10 years from now.
10 years, I don't think so. Because they're using us too much right now. Everybody has a social media platform. When COVID hit, niggas picked up their phones and got famous.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna happen that fast because they're using us to make whatever money.
What do you
in
think
the background?
Gonna happen fast?
They're gonna keep us wiping each other out, us killing each other. They're using us too much.
Oh, like on the purge level type shit.
No, not even no. I mean,
yeah,
you can take
like
it there.
Purge, I feel like that's gonna happen eventually, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Everything that's gonna happen.
I feel like that, but like not on no shit where like
we just talked about it. He spent $10 for toothbrush. Minimum wage still $7.25. I'm not saying middle-aged men are making minimum wage, but I'm saying the money's not making sense, bro. I'm saying even people with money's broke.
Oh God.
So if people with money is broke, what do you think's going on with the broke people?
Oh, I'm already knowing. And
so
Taraji just proved it.
Struggling, bro.
So that's what I'm saying. Eventually, when you're on your last dollar, rich or poor, you don't start thinking cognitively. You start thinking crazy.
Survival,
but is it like
bro.
that?
It's me or you, and I'm gonna always choose me.
It's gonna start in the hood.
It's
gonna start in the hood, and it's gonna hit the middle class, and it's gonna hit the upper class.
But is that what's gonna separate the rich motherfuckers for real from the rich motherfuckers?
Yeah,
because
you're gonna realize.
It's niggas like 50 Cent that can't get touched.
Yeah, 50 Cent can't get touched, but the guy that was like making 10 mil.
He gonna yeah.
Because what happens is his 10 mil's not gonna keep coming no more.
Facts.
You see, so it's like everybody's gonna have to start. I'm worried about the next 10 years. I think the next 10 years, just like how COVID wiped out like 3 million people, this poverty, all these programming, all these things is gonna create another wipeout. I think they want us to wipe out each other, and whoever's left, we work with that.
I think it's gonna be on some like where y'all are taking it. I think it's gonna happen in a time frame of like y'all ever seen is it called RoboCop?
Yeah.
That type shit.
But I think it's
that's
gonna
when I feel
that's
like
what I'm saying.
the world is gonna go for real.
It to get to like the RoboCop level. A wipeout needs to happen.
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna happen to that till we get so fucking futuristic.
Let's keep it a buck. There's a wipeout that's happening right now in Palestine.
Yeah.
There's a wipe. They're already wiping out right now. That's what I'm saying. We had a COVID. That was one wipeout. Mm-hmm. We got Palestine right now. Usually, when there's a big war like that, other countries are gonna get involved. They might bring COVID parts. All I'm saying. I'm just looking at their timeline. I'm like, they're creating wipeouts. They're creating small wipeouts in different areas, and then when you look back on a 10-year scale, you're like, oh, in that 10-year period, 100 million people died. That wasn't really supposed to die. It wasn't car accidents. It wasn't like they got old. It wasn't like, they jump off a tree. It was just like a random events occurring and random people died. Mm-hmm. And we are seeing it right now. So that's why I think this AI movement is really happening so much, because they were like, we don't need these people no more.
But I said that shit was happening fast, bro. They getting that shit.
They don't need us no more. Bro.
No.
They realize, we do. And then if you complain about anything, they can't, like, the moment you show any kind of restriction, you think for yourself. It's over with. So for me, I'm just like, they're trying to wipe us out.
That's weird because robots
and now it's
don't
not a
have...
black thing. It's not a black thing. It's not a white thing. It's not even a sport thing. It's just like, if we can wipe you out, we're going to wipe you out.
Robots don't have originality. Like, they can't produce original thoughts. So there'll be no real reason to... And especially... AI is one thing, but robots... Let's just talk about the robots real quick. We done made too many movies, bro.
That show you that shit's not gonna work.
For y'all to be trying to act like, nah, we're just gonna build them better or build them differently. Like, I really don't think we should go down this path to be trying to depend on a fucking robot.
So
the computer part is the scarier part, because the AI is better. Y'all didn't... These softwares and whatever the fuck, I'm not computer savvy, but the microchips that y'all be putting in these computers and giving it the power to do what it do.
That's what I'm saying.
Phenomenal, right? Until that shit turns on you.
So
like, we don't think negatively.
You got to think the AI, all the AI is a language processor, and the more data you give it, the more smarter it'll get, right? And then I learned how the power of language when I lived in China, because in China, in their language, they don't have words for certain things. Like, and then you start to realize from a cultural level how that changes your thought process completely. So we all have an emotional connection to the word Monday, the word Tuesday, the word Wednesday, the word Sunday, right? Like when we hear Sunday, it takes us somewhere. When we hear Monday, it takes us somewhere. Yeah. In China, they don't have a word for Monday. So when you ask a Chinese person, how do you say Monday? You know what the translation is? Day 1. Tuesday is day 2. Sunday, it goes to day 1, day 2, day 3, day. That's how you translate it word for word. Same goes for the months. So when you think like that in your language, you work all day because you don't have no connection to the days. In our culture, we made something about Mondays. Like we have hump day for Wednesday. We created emotional things with the word, so it changes our programming for how we take on each day. The way we wake up on Mondays is not the same way we wake up on Friday, just because of the culture we live in. So think about these people all over the world, in the other side of the world. They don't have none of that. They look the same way they think Monday is, the same way Sunday is. Now, and you start to think, like, oh, now you get how that's why everything is made over there. That's why they work all these long hours, because they're not even enslaved. They're programmed to think this is a regular thing. So when people will be like, oh, yeah, but in China, they make them work long hours. They hate it. Don't get me wrong. They're human beings. They don't like to work the long hours. But that like depression that you think they got, they don't really got it, because they're not even aware that, oh, I'm supposed to take off on Sundays because Sundays is the rest day. Because they don't even have that in the psyche.
The fucking thing about it is...
And then you start to see that's programming, right? That's a cultural programming off of language. So now you got a computer that can take that Chinese programming, that English programming, that French programming, and realize like none of these niggas are doing it right.
But the thing about these folks making these robots and all this extra bullshit is just the fact that like the thing that keeps fucking it up is from movies, just, you know, and just thinking about imagination, is the fact that you keep wanting to give a robot human qualities. You want them to be super efficient in whatever task you're making them do. Cool. But stop giving them human like abilities, because that's whenever they're fucking like, realizing that they can do this. They know that a robot should not know that it's smarter than you.
A robot, that's what I'm saying. The AI is creating a level
that shit stupid as fuck, because if I feel like I'm super smarter than you, I'm stronger than you, I can get away with anything, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do.
I got all your data.
And I got all your data, and I can shut down everything. When you give me that knowledge that I know that and you don't really know that, I will do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Have you ever took shrooms?
No, I've never done that. I've never done
so that. Like when I took shrooms for the first time, that's when I realized like time is not even a real thing. So like
you're not the first person I've heard that from.
When we talk about the future,
y'all are some funny motherfuckers.
When you think about the future, like now after that experience, I'm like the future already happened. So what I'm saying is like everything's happening at the same time. It's just because we live it with the speed of light. It's just when we catching up to it. This is how we get those deja vus. When you take some shrooms and you start seeing some dimension stuff, or you like dream, like. So when you think about when you said all these movies been telling us, maybe these movies haven't been telling us. They've been programming us because they already know. Like, it's like
but you say,
and then when you think about like when you look at the pyramids and you look at the technology, you was like, yo.
To this day, they can't figure out how these damn pyramids were made.
They always say everything is in frequency, and like there's this thing called sound technology, and if you figure that out, you can. The minute you find that right hertz, you can be like Magneto and make these things levitate, right? And then when you're in shrooms, you see everything moving, but when you sober, nothing is moving. But is it really your mind playing tricks on you, or is it because the shrooms open your brain more and it's showing you there's always vibration going around? And yes, that grass is not moving when you sober, but it's really been moving
the whole
time. And now you start to think.
I be like that off the weed sometimes.
Yeah, so it's like when you start to understand these type of things and you start to realize that time is not a linear thing, maybe the future happened and it's just rewriting things back, which is why we get into these small loops of similarities. Like,
but I was about to say, you know, folks got the same stories about that with like, if you ever read on people who say they seen aliens, like when they seen aliens, that be like years ahead or whatnot, and it does something to somebody. Like,
and then people think the aliens made us.
Yeah,
so
type shit. So
let's say that is true. Did that happen in the future or in the past? Because if they made us, this is the future, right?
I don't know.
How they made us,
I feel like it's perspective. It may be like you know how they say aliens are light years ahead of us type shit. So it's our future, maybe I don't know, but like future. Their shit, that's the present for them, nigga. Like,
so for me, like I believe everything's happening. I think I'm 29 right now, and I'm seeing what I'm doing at 29. But I think whatever I'm doing at 49 is happening right now too. I just haven't caught up to it.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I see.
But what I'm doing at 49,
you on some different like some Rick and Morty shit. I haven't
caught up to it.
That's what you're on.
So it's like my past presents my future.
Do you feel like? And I'm just playing with you when I say this, but your 49-year-old self is walking Earth right now.
If I'm not dead, I think so. Yeah.
And you just,
haven't.
You're walking in his footsteps and trying to catch up to. You're not going to because obviously that's 20 years ahead. Yeah.
But y'all niggas on some shit today,
No, because the other day I saw some thing where they said deja vu's a thing, but it was like you ever been asleep and you dreamt something and then it came true in real life. That's not deja vu. It's called something else. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna tell you about it. You can put it in there. But I was like, bro, I be having this shit.
Yeah.
Where I be feeling like it be deja vu moments because I'm like, oh, I dreamt about this shit and this finally happened. I didn't have dreams that happened years later, but it happened. Why the fuck am I able to dream about that shit?
No.
Just because you were sleeping and your brain was able to probably catch up.
Having out-of-body experiences and shit.
I have dreams like that, but every time, and the reason why I know is because, like you said, everything is very vivid. I probably had a dream right now where I'm sitting here talking to you niggas like this, but your faces are blurred out.
That's the
or there's no content. Like you'll remember just
until I get in this spot and sit the fuck down and something y'all say triggers like, bro, I've seen this somewhere before.
You know what? So one thing I peep I with dreams, your phone is never there.
Your phone?
Yeah.
Fact.
And that's how it lets me know, like, oh, these you see, these are gadgets. It's like the technology is never there.
That's crazy.
Like you might see a TV in your dream and stuff like that, but the usage of technology is never there.
I actually just
Inception taught us you can't read in dreams.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I never read in a dream. Yeah.
I mean, you probably like saw someone doing something like that, but actually reading,
yeah.
Nah, bro, that's not a thing.
I just seen a real, matter of fact, because it's crazy how you feel you might be the only person doing this shit until you see it. So it was a video. It was like me fighting in real life versus me fighting in my dream, and the motherfucker in real life was throwing hands, and in the dreams it was like super slow
as fuck, bro.
I
have run slow in dreams.
Time running in dreams, bro.
You run slow in dreams. You fight slow in dreams.
Hey, I done caught myself in the bed, motherfucking. Trying to go, nigga. It be the hardest shit ever. And it always go back and forth between me either just running down the street or me running in like a basketball game. I'm running like hell. And all of a sudden, 5-yard line comes and you know how a movie slows down the whole shit. No, I'm just slowed down. Everybody else still hauling ass trying to fuck me up.
Yeah, man. Like, that's why I think with time, man. That's why I'm like, when you think about all the Simpsons prediction, I'm like,
crazy.
Now, to me, this is all programming. They've been trying to prepare us. Like, a movie that I really think about a lot now is Terminator, right? I'm like, So, and then if you really want to get into it, man, it's like, if that is the case, I was thinking about, like, what if there's, like, just, I think about, like, how we're, like, the, quote-unquote, the big powerhouse of this planet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we'll kill an insect, we'll kill anything, right? And I'm like, what if there's another life force that's just in another dimension that we can't see, but they technically can kind of see us because they're in a different dimension.
Yeah.
And they feed off our energy. Or they feed off, like, so the reason why we always stress, like, the history of the world has always been war, stress, finance. It's always been the same shit. Nothing has changed. And what if they feed off this like, wave of energy is why our world's always been going to this constant loop. So it's like the same way the spider always goes back and rebuild the spider nest, but you always come back with the raid, and the spiders are always like, why the fuck raid is always there, and they can never figure out a way. And years of spiders coming in, and they always go back to that corner, but the same thing will always happen. Again, shrooms, everything is like a trickle effects to that. So it's like if humans are doing that to spiders and whatever, What if there's something like that doing it to humans and humans are just not aware?
It probably is.
Because I be thinking, I'm like, why are we still going through the same? Like, there's every human agreed work is bullshit, but somehow we still do it.
We still gotta fucking do it.
Yeah, like, you know, even the rich is like, this is bullshit.
What was I was finna say something. Damn, what the fuck? How did we even get on this topic? What did she say? What would we say?
You said your dream. You was
After she left?
After she left.
She should have known.
No, after that part. Something you said. It triggered something that I was
Simpsons
about to say.
programming?
Was it that? What you said after that?
I said, like, all these movies and Terminator.
Facts. So I'm gonna say this little piece, and then we could close it up after that. But that's how I feel about Pops put me on to this shit. Also, it's a book, also, but New World Order.
Oh yeah,
it's a movie like about that shit type deal. Like motherfuckers is super futuristic, but aside from the movie, the book talks about like how we'll have these type of things like hoverboards where we don't have to walk no more. It's designed to make people lazy. Sitting at home doing DoorDash or having other people bring your groceries. And I seen this, and in the book it was talking about Taco Bell's supposed to be the new like world's favorite restaurant. You looking at it over the years, Taco Bell's commercials, they're coming back stacked as fuck. Taco Bell is always, whenever the NBA finals come on, Taco Bell got a special. If somebody win on if one team wins on another floor, you can go get a
Taco Bell is one of the few places I didn't bring the price up too.
Facts.
I was about to say I like Taco Bell. I don't eat everything out the menu. I probably only get 3 things off the menu.
Number 9,
but
that's
what they say. And if you think about a lot of shit, you know, you see a lot of these restaurants like merging 2 restaurants together. Taco Bell is on the lot of side of those.
Yeah,
that same book talk about wiping out 800 million, like wiping out a lot of people
too, type
for
shit.
the sake of the New World Order.
New World Order. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
It's called the rapture if you're a Christian.
Yeah. I feel like it's a situation where if that's what they're gonna do, I'm waiting. I feel like they're gonna wait till it gets so futuristic to where it's like, look.
No, they need to wipe us out first before they let the new toys come in.
I can see that too, though.
Because this is the thing. When they have those new toys, everything's under supervision. So what I think was gonna happen is they're gonna kill a lot of people in the West. They're going to kill a lot of Americans, a lot of Europeans. It's not going to be like China and Japan and them that's going to get wiped out. You know why?
Because they're going to be the ones that help us get to where the fuck we need to get.
No, because those people are already disciplined. They obey.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
they
don't
want to talking about being programmed.
Yeah,
they're the closest thing to a robot before a robot.
They don't want to kill them. They're going to kill us.
Because we don't want to fucking work.
And it's not like a black thing. They're going to kill Americans.
They're going to kill Americans because we don't like to work.
They're going to kill Europeans. You know, like places in Africa, they're not gonna really wipe out because they need that land, they need that resource, they need the health of that resources. It's really us that they're gonna wipe out.
Well, before they gonna kick us out, you know what I'm saying? Today's episode was just brought to you by Our Minds and Spirits. We don't have no political ties to anything that's going on in the U.S. We don't have nothing involved in any conspiracy theories. We just want to express some thoughts and just get some things off our chest about it. But y'all know what's going on, man.
We gotta come on your podcast to finish this.
Oh, bad.
Facts. We got to do that.
Get your fitty, bitch.